February 6, 2011. This is today's climate change update. We're going to start with Earth Changes, or Scott.net today. Downgraded Yasi extends into South Australia. A severe weather warning has been issued for parts of South Australia as the downgraded Cyclone Yasi sweeps into the state. Now, this is the area that's already had all the flooding not too very long ago. Another story, Australia, more flooding forecast for Victoria. Victorians are being warned to prepare for heavy rain and possible flash flooding this weekend as tropical air mass from Cyclone Yasi moves south. U.S. snow cold makes Dallas feel like Green Bay. Arlington, Texas, football fans whose flights have been canceled struggled Saturday to get to Dallas for Sunday's big game, while those already in town for the Super Bowl were contending with temperatures and snow typical of Pittsburgh and Green Bay, but unusual in Texas. Apparently some snow fell off the roof of the big sports dome and hurt some people, and they're still having problems down in like this next story. U.S. storm reaches South Texas, freezing Brownsville. Now that's like the southernmost city in the United States. Snow and ice hampered travel in parts of Texas as a winter storm closed Dallas Love Field and gave more students another day off. Love Field, home to Southwest Airlines, closed early Friday. City of Dallas aviation spokesman told the Associated Press that crews were working to clear the snow from the runways. What's that got to do with Brownsville? And then New Zealand's still dealing with the re-stranded whales, trying to save those. And over to the extinction protocol. Rapid downpours bring more flooding to Victoria, Australia. Drought to flood in 7 hours. West Australian town decimated by freak floodwaters. West Australia. Floods often produced harrowing stories. Of the recent Gascoyne flood was no exception. Molo Down Station, located 280 kilometers east of Carnarvon, sits on the Bureau Creek, and Jim and Jenny Kant estimate between 300 millimeters and 400 millimeters of rain fell over about 7 hours. That's a lot of rain, and they were just having severe heat and floods. Again, heat wave. Sydney shatters a 150-year-old record. Australia is just extreme this year. Sydney's heat waves have shattered a 150-year-old record, but the big sweat isn't over yet. In dozens of suburbs on Saturday, the temperature soared into the mid to high 30s for the 6th day running, and over much of north-southwest Australia's 1,000 flocks to beaches and the harbour foreshores to cool off. The mercury climbed above the 38-degree mark, while Observatory Hill recorded a peak of 41.5 degrees Celsius. That is hot. They've got a story, Greece earthquake swarm, 16 quakes in 15 hours. That's a very active area. Heightened seismic activity at Hawaii, largest volcano on Earth. Kilauea is being Kilauea. More signs of magnetic field weakening and disarray. More evidence of the magnetic field disarray on the onslaught of a speedy solar wind stream. The latest image was captured on February 5th when the solar winds accelerated to 608.1 kilometers per second, conveying a proton density of 3.2 protons centimeters to the third. The spectrum pattern appears to be chaotic and disorganized and shows symmetry display. I was watching the solar winds at 645 kilometers per second last night. I do believe I reported on that. Harsh winters trigger manhole explosions in New York City. The record snowfall and the melt. They're having fires and manhole covers are popping off. and they're talking about some more activity at Yellowstone. And then over to the Disaster Alert Network, or UB Alert. Forest fires in Australia. More than 100 people have fled their homes in Perth East, where a bushfire is burning out of control. And then the flooding and forest fire in Asia, China. 6 firefighters were killed with another 2 injured fighting against a forest fire in Chechen County in East China. Cold wave in Mexico. At least 34 animals, including 2 crocodiles and a monkey, died in a zoo in Chihuahua State from a wave of Arctic cold temperatures. And that's about it for the climate change update for today. Wait a minute, I got one more thing on the volcano news. Now, this guy doesn't update all the time, but it's called Volcano Live. I'll attach the link below. Kirishima Volcano, Japan, Saturday the 5th of February 2011. Eruptions continue at Kirishima Volcano, Japan since the eruption began in January. An estimated 80 million tons of ash have fallen over the wide area. There have been 9 large explosions. A lava dome has formed in the crater and poses a risk of pyroclastic flows. The lava dome is 600 meters in diameter and 110 meters high. The eruptions are the largest in Japan since 2004, when December 2004, the Makijima volcano erupted south of Tokyo. And again, I'll attach the link below, and this is just another volcano site. I haven't found anything upgoing, so I usually just check Google latest and let it roll for a little bit and see if anything's going on. Enjoy while you can. I'll see you tomorrow, everybody. Thanks.